people, and it should be people-centered. Mr. Speaker, it does not specify, or it does not show or include the money to fund fuel for ambulances on the lake. We are grateful we got both ambulances to help our people in the islands, all islands, by the way, Buvuma, Namayingo, Kalangala. But unfortunately, these have not been funded. We don't have fuel. A boat cannot consume water, Mr. Speaker, to take somebody from one island to the next, or to either Entebbe or a main hospital. So I don't know what these were thinking about procuring ambulances without fuel. We were even thinking they should give them to some of us to use them as maybe tourism boats or leisure boats. What are they doing? They're just parked somewhere and they are not helping our people. Actually, I think government should rethink about giving island districts hospitals, because if you buy an ambulance and this ambulance has to take people from Kalangala to Entebbe to get a hospital, it means, and you have not given us fuel, it means you should construct hospitals for these island districts for people to access health care. And then, Mr. Speaker, Kalangala district is next to Masaka, one of the main roads from Bukakata is a ferry. But that thing is very small for government to construct a bridge. What are you thinking about, Mr. Musasizi? What are you thinking about that? Can't you, in your, can't we?
Order. Honorable Musasizi.
Mr. Speaker, I need protection from...
You're causing yourself
Mr.
trouble.
Speaker, I apologize, Honorable Musasizi. Please go back, sit down, look at Kalangala as a business center, as a district that has people that we represent, and give us a bridge. It is just about 4 kilometers. We are tired of dying on the lake as we cross over from there to here. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity. I rise on a matter of national importance regarding a disaster that happened in my area, Kalangala. On the 2nd of October, that was Monday, we had a heavy downpour, and a number of 78 people lost their property, including houses and different belongings, and also crops, animals. And this was in Moena landing site in Kalangala Town Council. Mr. Speaker, we have a total number of 34 females, 25 males, 11 children, and 8 elderly people. And my prayers, Mr. Speaker, one, for the Prime Minister's office to go to ground and assess the level at which this affected our people. And secondly, for the very first time in the history of Uganda, for Kalangala to get relief items, because we have never gotten any from this government. Yes, relief items. I represent Kalangala, I know what I'm saying. Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, for your opportunity.
Mr. Speaker, and we thank the chairperson for the report. Mr. Speaker, when we talk about limited funds, I think it is unfair to the national medical stores, because government is supposed to do this for the entire country. But if these people keep crying and singing this song, it is unfair to all of us. I think that is why they even end up procuring small-size condoms for our people.
How do you know that the condoms were small size?
Mr. Speaker, I am the voice for the people of Kalangala.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, I beg for your protection. I am the voice for the people of Kalangala. And they tell me this. The fishermen tell me that the condoms are very small in size. They don't fit them. So, and yet we are fighting HIV.
So for me, it is a worry. And then secondly, Mr. Speaker, when we come to the legal issue, you cannot say that the legal firm is incompetent that is being used. That means there is something being done, something wrong that is happening in the National Medical Store. Maybe they hire firms that are incompetent in order to lose, and we, look stupid. How does, for example, Parliament have a legal firm that is incompetent? How? So how does the National Medical Stores have somebody is disturbing me, incompetent legal firms to handle their cases? For me, I think this is something we need to look into and investigate as Parliament to avoid losses for the government. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. And I also want to thank the Minister for giving us that report. Madam Speaker, coming from the islands, allow me to speak about the islands in regard to the national ID renewal. Most of our people have not accessed this because of, I think, the distance between the islands. And when it comes to extortion, Madam, excuse me. When it comes to extortion, this one in our islands comes in a way that people have to travel from one island to get to where these kids are, and they are asked to give in some money. They say, if we cannot access you, give us money such that we can get to where you are. So they say the office has not given them enough money to travel from their office to go to where the people are.
From one island to the
Yes.
other island.
And
so,
some,
Minister, you need to make sure that these people reach to the local person down there.
Thank you so much, Madam
Thank
Speaker.
you. There's info.
And I also want to thank the Minister for giving us the report and for being a brilliant man. No wonder he comes from Sese Islands, Madam Speaker. On page 418, there is what my brother, Honorable Okeyo, talked about, the multinational Lake Victoria Maritime Communication and Transport Project. Communication, Madam Speaker, is about rescue centers and rescue boats. Government has so far bought rescue boats. The rescue centers have not yet been constructed. One in Misonzi, in my area, Kalangala, the contractor was withdrawn. He was not given the contract because he failed. I would like to know from the Minister how far you are with getting another contractor to construct the rescue center in Misonzi. And then, Madam Speaker, why do we want to have rescue centers? It is because we want to rescue our people from accidents on the lake. Unfortunately, we are not looking at marking dangerous spots on the lake. You one time guided that I talked to the Minister about it. I did, but nothing has yet been done. We need to find a solution. If we want to remove this problem, my apologies. The solution, the solution, the Honorable Minister, is for us to mark the dangerous spots on Lake Victoria to avoid getting these accidents. Also, Madam Speaker, we need to survey the lake. Lake Victoria was last surveyed in 1955. If we don't do this, accidents are going to happen. We shall have the rescue centers. They are going to rescue dead bodies. So we need to have the rescue centers, but also survey the lake to ensure we don't get the accidents. I thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to